I'm Luana Luconi winner, and today we're going to be working on Great Faces the Easy Way. We're going to study parts and pieces in watercolor. When I judge shows, a lot of times I see paintings that are done with the eye that look sort of like it's been plastered straight onto the face instead of sitting down deep into the skull as it does. So if we were to take a square, a modified square, and if this were the left eye, okay, and we take this modified square that tilts down. Now understand the nose is going to be here, so we're just going to work on this eye. The nose is here. This is the eye socket, this bony area that you can feel when you reach your hand up. You can feel this shape right around here. Think about Halloween and children's skulls that they use for Halloween. If I put the circle inside the square, the eyeball actually sits down into the eye socket. Now, let's make blue eyes just for fun. Like a bullseye, the eye, you will see a series of concentric circles. Keep in mind, this is a ball. And to show what we're going to do with shadows in just a moment, I'll bring another board out. But in looking at this, let's say the light is coming from this direction and shining on this round object. Every round object is going to have a highlight, a local shadow or color, a shadowed area, and a cast shadow. And that all happens within each of the parts and pieces of the face. So let's add some color to this and see if we can't give this effect. I'm going to mix some reds. And really, at this point, it really doesn't matter what combination we're using. We're just going to add some reds and yellows to get a bright color, and then we'll slather it on into this area. And this will become the shadow area. Now I'm going to start lightly, but I'm going to add more color to it to make it darker, because this ball is causing a shadow here and under here. Now you ladies know this is where the eyeshadow goes. This is a triangle, and it's all moving away from the light, and notice how this is quite a bit darker as it moves in to curl up into the mouth. There's a bit of a line here. We're going to softly open the mouth. And this is a really good time for me to remind everybody that the upper teeth go over top of the lower teeth. So you are always, 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 always going to have the upper lip come out past the lower lip. Okay? Now, if we darken this area, you can see where it goes into the mouth, and here turning into the chin and down. Now, what do we do with teeth? In a perfect situation, teeth are never white. Never white. They always relate very much to the skin tones. So teeth can go with a slightly tinge toward gray, toward green, toward blue, toward gold, but they're never pure white of the paper. So let's put just a little bit of tone here. Let's do the shadow under the lip. And you can see, even as a drawing, it makes sense. Do you need to draw this out every time you paint? Not necessarily. You can start right away with a small brush using the point of a good round brush, you should be able to draw in all these pieces. The advantage of that is that it becomes a part of the painting. You don't see anything distinguished as different or a multimedia. Oftentimes artists, though, however, use a graphite pencil instead of a watercolor pencil as a base for their watercolor. Those are beautiful too. I even use magic markers that are water soluble and magic markers that do not dissolve in water, so that they're permanent and the drawing stays under it. It gives it more of an illustration look. This is called Aquaboard, and I like using it. It actually offers me the opportunity to work for a long time and lots of layers. Some papers will only take just so much. So I'm going to put color in and take color out, because we don't want it to get too strong too early. And we'll be able to tone this down as we go. This first layer will allow me to just get some tone onto the page. I'm going to put in some, move this over just a little bit so that we can work on the dress as well. Putting a lighter tone in this area and darker tone in the shadow. So this is more of a cadmium color. And I'm going to add more of an alizarin in the shadow. I often like to start with some of the darks just to give me a feel of where I'm going to go with these lights.